unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting, but it ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated. 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 Undefeated.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Undefeated Ringside.
Yo, this is a special episode. You know what ringside is? Ringside is when you're sitting at the ring. It's ringside. It's a big fight, and it's celebrities, bruv. But right now, we got the king of the light skins, fam. The one and only. We'll get into it, bruv. But this guy, definitely ringside, permanent shape up.
Oh, 100%, fam.
Permanent shape up. When you ask him when you get your haircut, 2 years ago, cuz. How, cuz? Why is your hair? Why is it still sharp, bro? Anyway, Travis, go on.
Oh, man, dude. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
Gee, I'm 0-0. Never fought, never lost, but if I did, someone's getting knocked out. And it's not me.
Drop a bomb.
Travis, talk to me, bro. What's the tail of the tape?
What can I say? I'm 2-0 with a 50% knockout rate. Oh my Half the men that entered the ring with me, they left on their backs, bro. Aaron Fontaine. Welcome to the pod. But what's your tail of the tape, brother?
My tail of the tape is the OutPost on CW.
Come on.
Hollyoaks.
Let's go.
Do we Doctors, BBC, Holby
Let's
City,
go.
BBC. Yeah, the Luton Acton Hub, which is my school.
Even if you like died, if they put you in a fridge in like Holby City, that still counts, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm never gonna be janitor one. You know what I'm saying? Respect to those guys, respect to them, but I don't know, I just know my worth, innit? But yeah, that's just a little.
But then so you hold on. I've heard, on the grapevine that you did this boxing thing that you tried to get busy. Look, what's the tail of the tape in boxing?
Say again?
What's the tail of the tape in your amateur career? What's that saying?
Yeah, so I was training for when I was say 11 to 14.
Okay.
Got medals to prove it too. Yeah, and then I just came off it because I was taking advantage of it on the roads, I suppose.
Okay, yeah.
Like I went to a I don't know why. My mum didn't want me to go to the school in the estate, right? So because I'm from Luton, right? And so she sent me to a school in Dunstable, me and my brother. And the school in Dunstable, there was 5 people of color there. We made 2 of them. So I was in fights all the time. And it was just instinct, just like black eyes, people getting black eyes on a regular basis.
Man's like, taking the lessons and he's putting hands on man.
Yo, real talk. And then eventually she realized, yo, we need to move them to the school in the estate where the man them are and stuff. And yeah, I quit and started playing football and basketball.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. So let's go into it. I want to talk about the first go back. Yeah. We do this. We ask everyone this question.
Yeah.
First fight that you won and lost.
School fight.
Whichever one. School fight. But that whatever. We can go from back to year 5, year 6, wherever you want in life. But when you took an L and when you took a victory, bro.
Okay. I've had many a fight, I've got many a war wounds. So in the ring, I remember my first loss in the ring, and I was, when you're in the gym, right? And you run this gym, like for your age, you're the guy. The trainer's looking at you like, yeah, Aaron, and he's like putting all his attention on you and whatnot. And some new guy comes in the gym. I'm like, all right, cool. He's light skinned as well, yeah. So I'm like,
oh no, light on light crime,
light on light crime, bro. That's what I'm engaged, fam.
And I was the boxer who just like. And walk you down and go blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This guy was more technical. He was on his toes. Like I've not even got to the toe stages yet. I'm not even like dancing around. I'm just there walking man down, right? And then he comes, he's dancing, pat, 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 and he can punch hard. I'm getting hammered in the ring, bro. Like this guy was super fast. I'm like, this guy must have been trained by Ali himself or something. No, is that good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that was my first L in the ring. Well, I remember there's another time I brought one of the man them to the gym because he had a hard punch. Like he's just a knockout artist all the time. On the streets, he's just knocking everyone out. Like he was like 13, he's just knocking grown men out. Oh, and I'll get you to my first knockout, by the way. 1 second. And then I was
about to say, because I'm like, Ron, how many L's is there?
Yeah, it's kind of journey-manish still.
Huh? Say that again?
It's kind of journey-manish still. It's like, raw.
No. I never actually. I was never in competitions and stuff.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, I didn't get to that stage. I was just, I already quit before then. But I brought one of the men into the gym, and he was training for a while, but he just couldn't get the technique. He was doing these mad swings, this unorthodox,
the roadman fighting, isn't it?
Bro, roadmen fighting in the ring, and he just didn't know how to. I wasn't trained for that. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do? I can't kick, man. Like, he was jumping and swinging and that. But yeah, I remember outside of the ring, I've never said this before, ever, on any type of camera. Like, I've always been, media trained and stuff.
Exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of the ring, I remember my first knockout, I knocked someone out when I was 13 years old, right? And it was instinct. It was a grown man. There was two grown men. They used to be in the ends. I think they'd always be together. They used to always be drunk and whatnot. And they started, just being a little bit racist and stuff. And then my friend went home and he come running back. He was like, Aaron. And there's a couple of us that we used to, chill at the phone box. And then he's like, yo, these guys are, whatever, blah, blah. And I remember I get up. At the time, I'm a big man in it. Now I'm thinking back, I'm a 13-year-old, right? I get up, I'm like, what's going on, man? What's going on? And then,
oh, mate.
And then they're like, oh, they're like wide-eyed and stuff. And he tries to grab me. I give him the AJ uppercut. And he's on the floor. He's on the floor for time. His friends trying to hold him up. And all the girls are there. Like, there's bare girls there and stuff. And they're like, whoa, Aaron's and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even know I could do that myself. So from there, I kind of got the confidence for the streets. And I remember I used to play basketball all the time. I used to go around, different areas. And I never used to start trouble ever. Yeah. But I used to go around different areas and go into basketball tournaments and stuff. And, they might have just saw me as the pretty boy, right?
This is what I'm saying, because I can't believe I'm listening to this guy talking. I'm like, wait, what happened, bruv? He looks like this is forever shape up, bruv. What's going on? What's he out here?
So I was like, they must have thought I was just a pretty boy. Yeah. And then I just had to defend myself so many times, and I just made a reputation for myself in Luton. So yeah, that's I've grown up. We had many fights, many fights.
So tell us about like obviously we all watch boxing, but like tell us about the fights that you remember watching, like maybe when you were younger, that made you think, right, like I actually am a fan of the sport.
The first boxer I started following was Prince Nazim. I just loved his cockiness, and I used to like the fact he used to wear Adidas all the time. Like I used to always go out. I was about 9, 10. I used to always, whenever my mum would go buy us something, I'd be like, can I get the Adidas one? And we didn't really have the money for like proper nice stuff in it. And then one time I got run over and I got compensation.
I can relate.
Oh, snap.
I got compensation for getting run over, and I got these Adidas trainers, these blue ones, and they were just the same as Prince Nazim's. I was like, yes. I said, one day I'm going to meet this guy and whatnot. I'm going to show him, young stuff. Yeah. But yeah, like he put me on to, boxing really. And then I used to follow Evander Holyfield. But then I stopped watching. Like as you get older, you stop watching because, I started getting into other stuff outside of, sports and stuff.
Yeah.
If it wasn't football or basketball, I wasn't really interested. And then I started watching again. The fight that put me back on was Ricky Hatton versus Floyd Mayweather. It was 07, 06.
Time to come back.
Yeah, it rings about that time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I really started following boxing again. And I mean, up and like I started researching every single Floyd Mayweather fight that I've missed. I was thinking, how the hell did I miss this guy? You know what I'm saying?
So you like the cocky boxers? You like the boxers that kind of are gonna put on a show and just they're gonna entertain? Is that the kind of boxer that you're?
Yeah. Like I liked Floyd's cockiness. You know, I like the fact that he could talk and just back it up. Like he's just the master technician of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And every time he fought, I had that nervous feeling in my gut, like
it's like your cousin is walking to the ring, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's your dad or something, your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the nervous feeling in my gut all the time. It's like when AJ walks into the ring now, I'm like, bro, please.
Bro. That feeling is underrated, you know.
Mad. Yeah.
He goes in the ring, you're like, this could be the night where it's not the night that we wanted.
Bro, see when AJ lost, right? I tell you what, I was filming the Outpost, yeah? And I remember I had to get picked up at, it was like 5 or 6 in the morning. My pickup was. And then I remember thinking, I'm going to, get some sleep before the fight and whatnot. And then I woke up on the round he went down, right? And I was thinking, wait, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? And I went, whoa. I'm like, all right, cool. He's just, find his feet a little bit, whatever. And he went down again. I went, no! And I slammed the laptop down. And I was there for like 2 hours just watching the wall. It's like,
yeah, that's it.
And then at work, everyone's like, "You right, Aaron?" I'm like, no. So,
it's different.
Like, because it's a different kind of feeling.
That's the one fight, that I didn't watch live. It was American time, and I had the Chappelle gig next day. So I thought, right, you know what? Let me choose sleep. I'm gonna do that. AJ's got this. The brother's fat anyway, so it's calm. I woke up and I looked at, when you search on YouTube for the full fight, and all the thumbnails were AJ's on his knee, and I was just like,
bro, listen, it still hurts me now.
Yeah. That night touch. I think I had a show as well. We were all doing something different. I had the mindset. I was like, AJ's got this as well. Literally, so I was like, I get home, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be fine. Everything's good. When I got back in from a show, and then I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. And it's and obviously the tweets, the timeline was.
It was horrible, bro.
But yeah,
it was mad.
Oh my god.
So tell us about that Outpost. Like that's a massive seat. Like where were you filming at? What's the location?
So we filmed the Outpost in Serbia. So I was in Serbia for the past 2 years. I got back last week. I think it was, or maybe 2 weeks ago now. So we was filming it in Serbia.
What was that like? So 2 years out there. What was that as an experience?
Yeah, it was great, man. It was. I learned about the culture. Obviously, when you first get the gig and you're like, okay, you'd be flying to Serbia. I'm like, Serbia, and I made the same mistake as everyone else. I thought it was Siberia, right? And I was thinking, right, it's going to be cold. It's going to be blitz. And then I researched Serbia and I was like, oh, okay, so it's like, it's near Romania and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's going to be racist, right? And then I get there and everyone's so friendly, man. Like they're real tough people. They're friendly. The whole 2 years I've been there, didn't experience one piece of racism. I get more racism in England, if anything. But yeah, I learned the language. I learned, everything out there is great, but the food.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Bro, I hated the food.
Really? What kind of stuff was he eating? What are they giving up over there?
So it's pure red meat, right? Like pork and that as well. It's just not, you just want the Caribbean food, you want the yard food. And it just couldn't get none of that, man. Like none of that.
Do you reckon you could be a successful vegan out there?
100%. I was vegan from there was 2 months I went vegan there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went vegan just to reset the body, and just make sure I'm cleansing myself properly. But yeah, I was vegan out there for a while. Like the first year I was out there, I got wedge and I was the biggest I've ever been. The second year I was out there, I just toned up and just treated the body as it's supposed to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what got you into acting? Like, is that like a lifelong thing that you've always wanted to get?
Your mum.
Yeah, you know that's cussy though. Usually, I don't even know what it is now.
Nah,
It's
it's real talk. His mum. Like,
The man is, you know what it is, yeah? Let me like cut the nonsense in it. Aaron's my boy, innit? We go back way
Boy.
back. So I'm trying to do the generic questions because I know people don't know the answers in it to give them the insight. But I'm here
so
like,
just saying, no, your mum. Oh,
so when they hear the mum thing, people thinking, right, why is he saying it for Trav? Not that.
What's crazy? I've known that, yeah. That's why I'm trying to lead the interview. I'm like, so, like,
nah. So
let's cut the crap,
acting, right? So I've always wanted to be an actor, like from as long as I can remember. But in Luton, there was no opportunities for it. So everything was, Brit school or in London and stuff, and we just didn't have the P to do that. So when I turned 17, I got some work experience at Choice FM through a man called Beresford Mack who hooked me up. I was studying media in college. It all just links up. All leads back to basketball as well, which is mad. But I got work experience in Choice FM, and I started out on Angie Lamar's Saturday morning show. Okay. And then I was like, all right, this is cool. It's it's a vibe and stuff, and any opportunity I could get to progress myself, I was taking it. So I went there, realized it's a vibe. The people there were nice. Everyone treated me wasn't even like I was on work experience. Treated me like a friend there. You know what I'm saying? And then when Angie's show finished, the Richard Blackwood and Cat show was coming on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I asked if I could stay on that show as well, just to shadow and stuff and whatnot. And then I ended up staying for 4 years unpaid. And within that time, I was going to drama classes, not school. I was going to drama classes, and within that time, I moved to uni as well because I thought I need to get out of Luton because I want to progress on the acting, and the only way I'm going to do that is if I get an agent in London. So I need to know how to act first, right? It's all good knowing how to act and you're the best in your school, but you have to actually know how to do it and respect the art. And so I moved to my uni dorms. I actually really didn't care about uni. I was just doing it for the uni dorms, right? So I can be in London and I could, it's easy access to Choice and it's cheaper. So I was going to these acting classes, training up, and then Angie Lamar was cast in Do You Know Where Your Daughter Is in the Hackney Empire. So I said to her, and she was casting it over the radio. I was like, well, it's like 2 years in, maybe a year and a half into being there. And I was like, well, I can act. And she was like, you can act? I was like, yeah. She goes, all right, give me an email address and, I'll give you an audition. About 2 weeks later, I get hit up with this script. I learned every single line in the script. I didn't even know what the audition was yet. I didn't even know the scenes yet, but I learned every single line. I remember being in my uni dorm, learning all the script. Remember, I'm not even an experienced actor. I just know I need to learn this script. I learned other people's lines. You know what I'm saying? I learned everything.
Stage directions.
Everything, man. Like I just knew to play back to back. And then we got to the audition now, and Angie took me under her wing, and she really, honed me in on the craft and hot seated me with the character and whatnot. And we ended up doing that play for a good year and a half. Went up to Edinburgh Fringe Festival and stuff. But
that was a big part of your learning doing that show over 100%. And over
like you think you know how to say a line. I didn't go in there with any expectations. I went in there knowing that I know nothing about acting. I know I can say this line, and I know I can make it believable to some sense, but I can make it even more. Someone can teach me how to make it more believable and spit my own truth. And so what else I did was I really utilized the people around me, and like God put me in a position where I was around people who were good people with clean hearts, like Richard Blackwood and Kat, like two men who had clean hearts. And I said to Richard, could you tell your agent to come down and watch me when the play starts? And he said, yeah.
That's real, because nowadays you can't just ask a man for the connect with his agent.
It's rare.
Real talk, man. But at the same time, Travis, right, you have to be the person who you have to be the right person. Like if I was in there and I didn't show any respect for choice, if I didn't show manners, if I didn't show that I was raised properly, you know, then I wouldn't get those opportunities. Like you can't just walk into these places and say, well, he got it, so let me have it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to work your ass off for 4 years.
I was going to say 4 years, and you'll come in. Was you traveling from Luton to do this show?
So for 2 years, I'm traveling from Luton, and then 2 years after that, I was in uni dorms.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and then I done the first show, and on the press night, I remember standing there, and I didn't know whether, like, I know Richard is a nice person, but I didn't know if he's good for his word or not because I'd never asked him for anything. Press night came, I saw Richard front row with his agent, and I was like, whoa, I'm about to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Richard Blackwood was front row with his agent, and this is the guy I used to sit at home watching and be like, yo, this guy is something about this guy, and he's a role model. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a presenter, but there's something about him where I was like, I just want to know this person. It was him and Will Smith. And then the universe bring us together, you know, and now he's my big bro. But and that's how I got into acting. And then I just made sure I just knew stuff. Like I just made sure I didn't take it for granted. I made sure my work ethic was strong because I come from Luton. I come from humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying? Like that I didn't get the opportunities to train as long as these guys. So other guys know more than me. So I need to know that whatever I'm doing now is my truth and it's better than that. I can't just look the part. Like I need to know stuff. I need to be good at this. I need to be excellent. So that's what.
Wow. So tell us about the mindset that's needed to have to pursue a career as an actor, because like we spoke to Charles Venn a couple weeks ago on the same thing, and we kind of make the comparison to how the grind is for fighters, where it's like it's literally you and your talent and your belief, and you got to find a way and make it happen. There's some fighters out there that are skilled, they got the talent, but they just don't get those big moments. How do you like keep yourself motivated, audition after audition, rejection after rejection, and keep coming back?
You know what? I don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something when you really want something, you know, and it's cold because there's people that really want stuff, like really want, you know, to be actors or be fighters, and you know they're just not good enough. They're not good enough fighters. They'll never be on that level, but they still chase it. You see those guys, you know, 45, still in the gym, like I'm about to get my big break or whatever. And it's cold because there's something about. Thank you. There's something about that how do you tell those people that, you know, it's not working out? If it's different for an actor because there's no age limit. You could be, you know, you could be 40-year-old and bust. You know what I'm saying? But the similarities between, you know, boxing and you know being an actor, you get knocked down so many times, man. Like you get knocked on your ass so many times. If I had succeeded in all of my auditions I've been to, mate, you'd have to pay a different kind of price for this kind of interview here, bro.
Nice, he's telling the truth.
That's real. That's
my
real.
peoples, they would never get to that stage. You're my peoples. But
never know, you know when he says, "Hey, send that correspondence."
Bro, you know, it's when he phoned his mobile, but his agent answers.
Nah, like you do have to have the resilience. You have to, you know, like Kobe did with basketball when he tried to learn how to, was it guard Michael Jordan or Allen Iverson when he started watching Sharks.
Yeah,
it's that kind of mindset. You need to, you know, think about. You need to go to a different place that you've never been before.
Yeah,
you need to become someone new. The old stuff, you need to the road stuff, and you know, the whole what would the man think, what would your family think, that has to go out the window. Otherwise, you're limiting yourself with the opportunities.
So you mentioned basketball, okay, and Travis mentions basketball. So at one point, you lot played 1-on-1. Keep it real. Who got the better? Who got the best of that?
I'm always going to beat Travis all the time.
Hold on.
We've never played a 1-on-1.
I was about to say that. We've never played.
for one, I'm too quick. I'm too quick for him.
Yeah.
2, I'm too strong for him.
Yeah.
And 3, last time we played, bro.
I was trash. I ain't gonna lie here. I ain't gonna lie on this platform.
Wait, so you're just gonna be humble? Trivia X.
No. Let me be real. Yeah, we played ball some years ago. I think it was in Camden. Yeah, your cousin Ishmael was there. I think Duke was there. There was a run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those days,
Oak.
Burnt Oak. Those days, I still had basketball in my DNA. I was giving out nice. Yeah, we never played 1-on-1. But I was playing amazing. The last time we played,
Chizo was there as well, right?
I don't think Chizo was there, but I was getting buckets that day. I mean, remember one time there's a stretch where me and Ishmael was getting bucket for bucket down the court. Yeah, 2 years ago when we last played, garbage.
I'm just saying this right now. The way, watch his back, the way he's looking at you when you're talking, it shows that he doesn't believe you're on his level, bro.
No, because I'm not today. My basketball is gone, bro. I tried to play like a year and a half ago, bro. I couldn't even get up and down the court like that no more.
You see, like even now, like we've all been in lockdown. I'm gonna be trash when I get on the court.
My body's changed. I've been boxing for all this time. My body composition is no longer a basketball player. It's different.
Basketball, and the hardest training in the world is basketball training and boxing training.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing those preseason basketball trainers, and in the boxing training when you're running around the whole area and then having someone on your back, man, and the drill, bro, I hated the boxing training. I hated the basketball training as well.
It's mad.
It's so funny though. We've been talking about YouTube boxing and how the celebrities are doing their thing. Yeah. So right now we're gonna ask you the same question. There's all these celebrities in the world that you could get in the ring with. Who would you like to share the ring with if you could have a celebrity fight?
I've never thought of this question. I have no idea, bro. Like, there's no one that deserves these fists like that.
So what are you saying? You and Drake for the light skin finale?
Nah, man, not Drake. Light skin finale would have to be. First of all, I'll take the winner out of Chris Brown and Drake.
And then Genuine could be the overboss. Genuine coming to his own song in those jeans, bruv. Why you being romantic for, bruv?
Chico DeBarge is the referee. Keeping
it Nah, we can't have Genuine no more, man. Like he let himself down on that Celebrity Big Brother, man. We don't accept it.
Oh man, I didn't watch it, so I don't know what he did. But
I was in there. I was watching it. I was watching it.
All right. So what's your thoughts here on AJ Fury? That's the fight of this era. Whoever wins in that little battle is like the one you can say is the king of the hill. Who do you think is going to win that?
I think AJ. The reason why, right?
Mm-hmm.
AJ has proved, he's the type of person who trains and wants to be great. Yeah, I'm not saying Tyson Fury don't want to be great, but AJ, he will immerse himself into the training and how he can beat Tyson Fury, right? And if you watch the Wilder fight, the first one, there's a formula for that. Yeah, there's a formula for Tyson Fury to get beaten. It's just that Wilder just didn't throw as many punches as he should have. Wilder is Wilder, and he's too stubborn, he's too arrogant to even take the notes of his trainer, or even if he does. But I think AJ can possess. Well, at the moment, he possesses the tools. If he stays lean and not big, I believe AJ.
Interesting. You made an interesting point when you said about Fury and the formula to beat him. You think the formula is to be like? Do you think that's the route to beating Fury from that first fight that with Wilder?
Well, towards the end of the fight, see when he got banged and he was knocked down and he made that ridiculous recovery. Again, like hats off to him. It's amazing, and he's a fantastic fighter. But I think AJ's what's the word? Like the way he will stay busy in the ring, and his power. that's like, I think Wilder was just missing the busyness. Like he wasn't working as much as what AJ would do. I think AJ has more tools than Wilder, so he's definitely got more of an advantage of or more of a chance of beating Fury than just trying to catch a one bang like Wilder was trying to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a random question, but why not? Let's ask it. Obviously, you've seen the Creed franchise, yeah, and we all grew up watching Rocky. Would Creed be a kind of movie that you'd love to be in, or is there a boxing movie or boxing biopic that you think I'd love to be a part of that?
Yeah, Creed would be great to be in. Like Creed, yeah, man. Me and Michael B. That one-on-one would be nice. In the ring, that'd be
a strong one.
Yeah, that same height, you know.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a good movie to be in. I wouldn't say no to that at all. That's an amazing project. And credit to him because he beefed up for it. Like I remember him as Wallace from So yeah, man, credit to him. He done a good job, man.
So what is it like, you know, when you get a role and it's like, you know, it requires you to be muscular. Like in the Outpost, you're like shirt off certain times. You know what I mean? Shirt off. You like, is that something when you're working out, are you thinking, right, like I need to be right on camp? Like what's the training regime like?
I'll tell you the truth. In the second season of the Outpost, the reason why I was so big is because I was bored in my hotel, bro. I was training twice. I was training twice a day, and I was just getting PBs. Like, just, you know, that was my motivation. Yeah. But to be topless on camera, I mean, for me, I always stay ready for that anyway, because I know it's gonna like you. I read this book one time, and it said you have to play your stereotype until you're trustworthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one's gonna take the chance on you and say, oh yeah, he can play this because he says he can. They're gonna look at you and say, no, you look like you can play the lawyer or the nerdy supermarket geek or whatever, or the guy next door. So yeah, I know my stereotype at the moment. I know my casting type. So I stay ready for that until I get the opportunity where I don't have to. You know? And so yeah, I would stay. The process for being in the gym is literally what looks good.
Yeah.
Seriously, like what looks good, and and diet, man. Like diet. I'm heavy on my diet. I'm really like not just for TV and screen, but just for life, bro. Like I'm heavy on my diet.
So when you say the diet, what's a normal day? What's the intake?
So right now I'm doing intermittent fasting, right? So, you know, I eat solid for like 4 hours a day, and then after that I'll just train, and I won't eat until the next day. And that will be purely because the gyms ain't open, you know what I'm saying? So I need a regime that's gonna fit where I can still look good, and you know, I have to train twice as hard because I'm not getting a pump right now.
Yeah.
I've got to do the home workouts and whatnot, and so diet is a big factor in that.
Wow.
And the thing is, I know about you as well. Like you're heavy on your reading game. Your book game is crazy. Like a lot of the inspirational books I get to order is because you posted on your Insta story, and I'm like, oh snap, what's that? I'm gonna hit Amazon. So like, you got like a real humble nature about yourself. What inspired that? Where does that come from? Does it help you with the craft and the journey?
I don't think. I mean, I don't know if it's. I can't call it humility, otherwise there'll never be humility, would it? I can't say I'm humble because that's
the most humble of all time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a crazy title. But I don't know. I suppose maybe it's my dad, man. I come from a Rasta family, you know what I'm saying? I'm half Dominican, half English, and my Dominican side, they're all Rastas, and you know, they all got the calm vibe about them. Maybe that's just in me. I don't know. I'm never going to be the loudest one in the room. I'm always the one I'm chilled, you know what I'm saying? And if we're boys, we're boys. If we're not, I'm not begging friend, but I haven't got no problem with anyone. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, bro.
It's funny,
and
like
when it comes, and it helps when it comes to acting, because I suppose I'm always constantly asking myself how I've changed as a person, like, because in life you're always changing, right? Like I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. So now I'm conscious of that. Like through reflection, I ask myself on a constant basis, how is this life event going to change me? Like, how is living in Serbia, being on the outpost, how is it going to change me as a person? Because I like to stay on track of that. I don't want to get lost in the source ever.
Yeah.
Because it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real at all. None of that's real. That's probably why you don't see me post on Instagrams too much, because
you're humble with it. Like, we don't really see a lot of.
And you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? KG, you're always getting on to me because he'll be like, rah, Trav will just have good news and some mad surprise, but he won't say nothing. Bro, Aaron is different.
Even worse.
Man had the whole series. Listen, on the CW, you know, and I just happened to see him like at Tyler's house, and we're just there. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, "Yeah, I got the series still." I was thinking to myself, "Wait, so what? Like you're flying out?" he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Nah, let that be my news."
The reason why, you know, maybe I'm like that is because the work ethic hasn't changed since Choice FM. I'm not getting paid, so I know what I'm doing it for. Everything has a reason, you know, and like as soon as you get comfortable, opportunities miss you because you're no longer looking for them, you know, and you just become lazy. I never want to be lazy ever, and I always want to ask, like, this whole thing about life. I'm so interested in what it is, and you know what it means, and the more I ask, the less I know. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. But yeah, the book game, like you said, I like to read, man. I like to what I like is my perspective being challenged. Like I like whether it's about God, whether it's about creation, whether it's about, you know, a Big Bang, whether it's about anything in life. If I believe in something and something changes it, I'll be objective and think, wait, oh wow, yeah, this could actually, you know what I'm saying? I would try to add it up. But I like that stuff because none of us are going to know everything in life, but there's so much to know. So that's what inspires me. And one day I want to tell those stories on screen, like the stories, you know. I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to start taking roles just for money. I want to tell interesting stories.
You know what? Right. So before you go though, man, I'm gonna ask you some quick fire questions. Travis, have some as well, yeah. You just got to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't try and wait around and stuff. Yeah, you ready? Cool. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones.
Mike Tyson.
Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank.
Ben.
Wait, hold on. AJ or Hagler?
What a pairing!
It's random, but you just got to choose. You're taking too long.
AJ.
Okay.
Bro, I thought about it. That's why I was thinking. I was in my head.
Lennox or Ali?
You're taking too long. This is quick.
Ali.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. One second. Yeah. Let's go. Billy Joe, Canelo.
Oh, Canelo, man. Stay.
I just wanted to. But you were cheating though, because you're supposed to just say the first thing that comes. Like,
facts.
You know, here's your articulation, bro. I was like, oh, Canelo.
Smack.
Yeah. You know.
All right. Top 5. Give us your top 5 fighters all time.
Okay, for one, Mayweather's up there, number 1 for me. All right, Mayweather. I like Andre Ward.
Okay.
Andre Ward. Ali, obviously. I really want to. I mean, Lennox Lewis, and then the fifth one, I want to throw Tyson in there, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
You ain't You ain't give Nazim a shout out though,
no,
bro.
I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Nah, not at all.
Fair enough.
Nah. I would never. I'd put Canelo in there before Nazim.
Okay.
That's.
I'm a Canelo fan, so I don't mind when anyone says Canelo. I'm like, you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some steak after this pod. Actually, now you mention it.
Who?
He's a dickhead. Don't listen. He's an idiot.
The fifth one, mate. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'll say Canelo.
Calm.
We ain't gonna argue that. We're not gonna argue that. Listen, we did it. King of the light skins, bro. What's going on? When does the because you just finished filming, right? When does season 2 come out?
So season 2's out on Amazon Prime. Season 3 is out. It finished airing. When did it finish airing? In January. But yeah.
Oh, you can't give away.
Oh, no. I ain't trying to get no contractual situations from
that NRA.
I'm
the non-disclosure story.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, the NDA's been signed. That's what that means. Oh man, enough, bro. Thank you for taking the time out, man. For real.
Nah, I love, man. This is like I've seen it from the start, innit? And when you man went to Vegas and that, and come on, man. Like, yeah, I'm supporting this wholeheartedly.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
That's
yeah,
love,
I can't wait to actually see you guys actually ringside. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Fur coats and that Frank Lucas jacket. Sweet telling me.
Bro,
Fur coats doing analysis.
Huh?
Fur coats doing that analysis is crazy. That's the hottest.
That's just unnecessary. You know?
Mad hot.
That's too
mad hot.
Yeah, that's too low. There's levels of blackness, but that's getting too far.
But you know, when the jacket's the outfit, you can't even take it off like that.
Bro, once you take it off, you know, people looking at you like, yo, this guy's he knows he looks like an idiot.
Nah, but listen, let me ring the bell and say we done this thing.
Love.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. Make sure and come back, bruv. Tell a friend, tell your grandma, tell your dad, tell everyone, tell your cousins. Let's go.